Hi there, my name is Emily Miller, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers here in Morton District 709, and we are so excited to welcome your young student into our classroom families. Following adult directions. One of the most important skills for kindergarten success is listening to adult instructions. In our classroom families, listening helps us learn, stay safe, and have fun together. Listening to instructions means using our whole body to show we are ready to learn. We use our eyes to look, our ears to hear, our mouths to stay quiet and to participate, our hands to rest, and our hearts to care. You can practice this at home by giving easy and simple one-step or two-step directions, such as like putting your shoes by the door. And praising your child listening the first time is super essential for those skills to follow through in the classroom when they come. Listening is a skill that grows with practice. When children listen to instructions, they build confidence and independence. We can't wait to welcome your kindergartner into our classroom families.
Fine motor skills. In kindergarten, we recommend giving lots of opportunities for kids to work on their fine motor skills. Fine motor development impacts many things such as writing, drawing, dressing, hand-eye coordination, cognitive development, and overall independence. My recommendation for fine motor skills, keep it simple but make it fun at home. Simple things like Play-Doh, clay, sand, doing puzzles, getting out those Legos or little hashtag blocks, do some finger painting, lacing beads, encourage dressing independently. Also, get them involved in the kitchen, have them help cook. And the last thing, get the scissors out, let them cut. I know that's a scary thing, but give them the scissors.
Lunch and cafeteria expectations. There are many exciting experiences in kindergarten, and one of them is lunchtime. Lunchtime is very brief, so we try to foster independence during this time. We work on going through the lunch line and balancing our trays. We try to help the kids remember to get the necessary supplies that they need, like ketchup, napkins, silverware. We also work on opening our lunch containers and packages. One way you can help at home is prior to the start of the school year, practice opening foods at home like yogurt tubes, Lunchables, food packages, and juice pouches. As I previously mentioned, lunchtime is brief, so talking with your child about the importance of sitting on their bottom, eating first, and socializing last would be a huge help.
Peer interactions and sharing. The kids are always engaging. We have 26 kids, 24 kids. So our biggest way to help with sharing and taking turns, we say rock, paper, scissors, or be a kind friend. And those solve like 99.9% of our problems. And then outside of that, we just do a ton of lessons and practicing of how to take turns, how to have disappointment when we don't get our way, and how to move on from that. It's just a constant process all year long of learning how to have those interactions, because it's a lot of kids and a lot of negotiating all the way through our day.
Self-help skills. Self-help skills are important for kindergartners these days so they can gain their independence in kindergarten. Things like putting their shoes on, being able to zip up their coat or button their coat is important on those windy days. Making sure that they can put their hat and gloves on and have the proper, outdoor gear, because we do go out for recess every day so that they can be protected from the elements is important. And also it gives them a sense of independence and they can do something on their own. In addition to that, we like them to be able to blow their nose if necessary and know to put their Kleenex in the trash. And then, of course, use soap to wash their hands so that we don't spread any germs. And then finally, as the winter comes, we do like the kiddos to be able to put on their snow pants and their boots and be able to do all of that independently by themselves. As you can imagine, when you have 25 kindergartners putting on snow pants and boots, it's quite the ordeal. And those are things you can do at home to help them be successful in kindergarten.
Managing emotions. In kindergarten, we spend a lot of time explicitly teaching self-regulation strategies and how to manage our emotions and strategies that go along with that. Skills we often focus on are self-awareness, empathy, and kindness for others, communication skills, and calm down strategies. These skills are essential for academic success and fostering healthy relationship between peers. Most classrooms have an area where students can go to calm their bodies and practice the strategies learned within the classroom. We have sensory walks, movement breaks, and mindfulness exercises, which are incorporated throughout the day to help all students.
Bathroom expectations. So one of the most intimidating or exciting experiences for some of our new kindergartners can be using the bathroom at school for the first time. Our bathrooms are often the first public bathrooms that these little ones have been in without a parent, and it can be scary when it's so new. So there are automatic flushers, there's stalls that lock, and urinals that kindergartners may not have experienced before. So if I could give a recommendation to new kindergarten parents, I'd stress the importance of practicing bathroom independence with their child before coming to kindergarten. Encourage your child to communicate when they need to go to the bathroom before it's an emergency, since most of our classrooms don't have a bathroom within the classroom. And then help them to know that they can always ask their teacher and not just wait for a bathroom break. Make sure that they know what to do to get themselves clean, since that's a pretty independent process once they come to school. Take boys to public bathrooms and practice using urinals, since their teacher won't be very helpful at that new skill. And be sure to practice washing hands so that this is a routine that they can do independently and effectively. And it's always helpful to keep an extra change of clothes in your child's backpack just in case there's accidents.
Instead of screen time. Most children and adults today are surrounded by screens wherever we go, and parents, teachers, and healthcare professionals are becoming concerned about the amount of time that children are spending on screens. Over the past few years, teachers have noticed a decline in the students' ability to actively engage during lessons, and we think that it's directly related to the amount of time that children are spending on screens and the stimulation that they're receiving from screens. And we need to think of alternatives that we can provide for our kids instead of screens. So some of these activities might be reading books to your child, playing board games or puzzles. Board games help develop skills like turn taking, counting, working on memory, strategizing, and even vocabulary and social skills. Crafts and hands-on projects are also great. Building with toys like Legos, Magnetiles, making a fort, using tools to build something with an adult. And we realize as parents there are times that we need something to sort of entertain our child while we make dinner, or maybe even finish up something for work. I would recommend getting a play bag or a busy bin and putting special things in the bag that your child can play with, and your child can choose what goes in the bag, and that can kind of take the place of a screen. The most important alternative to screen time is really a no-brainer, and that is free play outdoors. Physical play outdoors with other children of different ages is the healthiest and the most natural and the most beneficial sort of play. And I'm reading the book right now, The Anxious Generation, and one of the quotes that I love from the book says that 2 of the biggest mistakes that are being made with children is overprotecting children in the real world and underprotecting them online. I think parents today worry about their child riding their bike down the street to a neighbor's house, but they don't worry about what they're being exposed to online. Our children need to have clear and consistent guidelines when it comes to tech usage, and they also need to see their grown-ups follow the same set of rules.
The importance and enjoyment of reading. Kindergarten is built on reading books and learning how to read. And we're super excited to teach your kiddos the foundations of their reading skills. But we have some really important things that you can do for them before they come to kindergarten to help them be successful readers. It's just so important for you to spend time reading with your child. They just learn so much through books. It gives you a chance just to slow down and connect with your child. It gives a sense of being able to deal with big feelings that sometimes are really hard for our kindergartners. And it also just builds so much knowledge about the world. Your children are learning language structure. They're learning how to think about what might happen next. And they're also just building their vocabulary. Another amazing thing that reading does is it just stimulates our little ones' imaginations so that they can see the world beyond just what they do in their very own backyards, but realizing that there's a whole world out there and that they can imagine and do anything that they want to. Whether you read before bedtime or a special time in the mornings, coming up with a good time of day for you to read with your child where you can connect with them and ask them questions about what they've read and just spend time together. Another thing that we highly recommend is our own Morton Public Library program. They have wonderful summer programs as well as the Reading 1,000 Books to Kindergarten program. And I encourage you to check out our library as they have so much to offer our students. One thing that I really love to do as a reader myself is I love to reread some of my favorite books. So I challenge you to find those favorite books and create a tub of books that your kids can explore even independently or on their own as something that they could do as part of their day. And they can reread and retell and think about the characters in that book. All of these things, plus lots more, will help make the world of reading a wonderful place for them. And we can't wait to explore reading with them in kindergarten.
Encourage independence. Gaining independence is so important as we get ready to welcome our new group of kindergarten students. You can help as parents by encouraging your child to get ready by themselves, pick up after themselves, design and assign small chores that are age appropriate for them to complete, allow the child to solve little problems on their own without guidance, and make time for unstructured play. All of those things will help them to be better prepared as they walk through the doors as kindergartners.